Let's take a look at some quadratic inequalities. Here I have x squared minus 9 is less than 0. I want to solve this inequality for x. What I'll do is factor the left side. So I have x plus 3 times x minus 3 is less than 0. Now what this tells me is that I have the product of two expressions turning out to be less than 0. So I multiply this number and I get a negative number. So all we need to know is where this is positive and negative and where this is positive and negative, and then we'll know where this product is negative. So first I'm going to take the factor x plus 3, and I'm going to say it's 0 at negative 3. Down below negative 3, that factor is negative. Up above negative 3, that factor is positive. That is, if I put in 0 into this factor right here, I get a positive number. If I put negative 5 for x in this factor, I get a negative number. Next, I looked at the factor x minus 3. X minus 3 is 0 when x is 3. It's negative down below it, and it's positive up above it. So now here's the two regions I have on my number line. This factor is negative here and positive up here. This factor is negative here and positive here. So their product, in this region, I'll have a negative times a negative, so their product will be positive. In this region right here, between negative 3 and 3, I'll have a positive number times a negative number, so I'll have a negative number. And up here in this region, up above 3, both factors are positive, so their product is positive. This tells me that the solution set for this inequality right here on the number line is from negative 3 to 3, open at negative 3, and open at 3, and I have all the numbers in between. Because it's in between negative 3 and 3 that the product of these two factors turns out to be a negative number. Let's look at our next example. Here I have a bigger product, x minus 2 times x minus 3 times x minus 4 is greater than 0. I'll see where this factor is positive and negative. So I'll look at x minus 2. It happens to be 0 at 2, negative down below, and positive up above. The factor x minus 3 is 0 when x is 3, negative down below that, positive up above it. And the factor x minus 4 is 0 when x is 4, negative down below it, positive up above it. So that gives me these four regions. The region down below 2, the region between 2 and 3, and then the region between 3 and 4, and then the region up above 4. Now I want to look at this product, and I want the product to be positive. Well, in this region, I'll have a negative number times a negative number times a negative number. That product will be negative. In this region, I have a positive times a negative, so my product is positive. In this region, a positive times a negative, I have a negative number. And in this region, the product of three positives is positive. Since I want my product to be positive, the solution set is, let's see, I'll write it like this. This region down here, whoops, I'm sorry, I take that back. This region right here between 2 and 3, the product is positive. So all these numbers are solutions to the original inequality. In here they're negative, so they're not solutions. And out here they're positive again. So that product is positive. So here I have solutions up here. So this is the solution set for this inequality. All the real numbers between 2 and 3 and all the real numbers up above 4. Those together make up the solution set for this inequality. Let's look at one that involves rational expressions. 4 over x minus 6 plus 1 is greater than 0. I need to write this all as multiplication and division. I can do that by adding these two together. 4 over x minus 6 plus x minus 6 over x minus 6 greater than 0. So I simply rewrite 1 as x minus 6 over x minus 6. Now when I add these numerators, I have x plus 4 plus negative 6, which is x minus 2 over x minus 6 greater than 0. So again, this time I have a quotient, so I'll look at the factor x minus 2. It's 0 when x is 2, negative down below it, positive up above it. I'll look at the factor x minus 6. It's 0 when x is 6, negative down below it, positive up above it. So I have the three regions here, down below 2, between 2 and 6, and up above 6. And that quotient The quotient of these two expressions will be a negative divided by a negative, which is positive, positive divided by a negative, which is negative, and positive divided by a positive, which is positive. I want my quotient to be greater than 0 or positive, so my solution is going to be all the numbers down below 2 together with all the numbers up above 6, because those are the regions in which that product, or that quotient, I should say, is positive. So when we solve these quadratic or rational inequalities like this, using this sign chart is one way to reason it out and gives us the graph of the solution kind of quickly.